Greetings internet, it's Katie, and first off, I dressed up for you guys today. My hair is post-music festival hair that I slept on, and then this is it. This is what I got for you guys today. So let's move on to what's coming out of my mouth, shall we? I have been wrestling with this one question for probably about like 6 years of my life. On the day that I die, which I'm hopefully, you know, 127 years old with a beautiful family and all these accomplishments, what is the one thing that I want to be remembered for when I'm no longer here? What do I want to be carried through the generations, and you know, what do I want my legacy to be? This thought just hit me the other day like a speeding train, you know, hitting a something. I want to be remembered for changing other people's lives, because if you think about it, it's a total domino effect. If you just be a friend to someone and just show them that like there's hope for their future and you believe in them, that automatically changes their life. Just having you in their life changes their life. Ultimately, maybe they'll go and spread the good message and, you know, your good aura onto their friends and their friends and their kids and their kids. Everybody gets affected. You can do one thing that can really be carried on. And so I want my legacy to be that I changed people's lives. And people tell me all the time, Katie, you're changing lives on the internet. You're doing this. You're using your social media for change. But to be honest, I've just been sitting on here showing makeup and clothes. Everyone has a platform that they can use and they can utilize to make a change in the world. And I want to start that now. People oftentimes don't realize this, that they have choices and they have the power, no matter how small it might seem, they have the power to change another individual's life or even their own life or have their life changed. Today's video is all about, I guess, how to reach out and how to change lives. And that being said, obviously I'm not an expert life changer or anything. It's obviously very hard for some people to reach out and for some people to go out of their way and talk to people, and I get that. I was one of those people back in middle school, back in my early high school days. I was very timid, I was very unsure, and I was very consumed in what other people thought. And I mean, I can't say that I'm 100% over that now. I'm still kind of shy in certain situations, and certain things do feel kind of awkward to me at times, and that's normal. Everyone feels awkward, even the most out there people. But think about it, it doesn't have to be only certain people that get the privilege to make a change in the world. You can do it no matter what your social class, your ethnicity, or anything, your likes, your dislikes, it doesn't matter. You can make a difference in someone's life, even if it's just the smallest thing, like being kind, like smiling, like opening the door for someone, like asking someone how their day is. That changes people, because if you put someone else in a better mood, then they'll go on to put their friends in a better mood, and their friends, and their friends, and their friends. It's very hard to think about it just from like, you know, your perspective, like, oh, I'm just one person in this world of so many people. I can impact people on the other side of the world via the internet. That's why the internet, in my opinion, is so essential to be utilized in this day and age, because the social media aspect of everything can really do the most changing. Because up until the internet was created, like, it was basically just you in your area, and maybe if you send a postcard or like a letter somewhere, that can change someone else. But now it's so easy to impact and to talk to people with just a click of a mouse, or not even a mouse. You can just touchpad it now. You can use your little iPad and touch screen. This device right here is the most powerful device nowadays. You can like communicate and change people with just your freaking fingers. That is a tangent. Number one, be kind. Number two, I suggest if you're timid or shy or kind of like hard to get out of your comfort zone, start small with one person. Start out with just being kind to one person and put yourself in that one person's shoes. My main hope at the moment is to befriend and to just impact the younger girls, either middle schoolers or the people just coming into high school, because I remember myself in their shoes. I had such a hard time acclimating to the whole social aspects of everything. I really wish I had an older sister or like an older mentor. I was talking with my leader for a church group I'm a part of called Young Life today. He was talking about how it makes such a big difference if an upperclassman reaches out to an underclassman and, you know, pulls them up with them. Really, it just makes a difference if you put yourself in that person's shoes and realize I was them. I mean, obviously look towards your future, but also recollect on your past. Make sure you're there for them and you're a friend and you give them helpful advice. And really, that is how to make a change. Really just take something that you think needs to be changed. Like in my mind, it just mind boggles me that people think that something so superficial as chugging a beer or, you know, banging some girl is gonna make them cool. Like, is gonna make them any better than any other bag of bones there is on this planet. People put things so superficial, so high up on the coolness factor. I just think that that needs to be changed. And I want to make a change by just being myself. I feel like changing, you don't necessarily need to do anything either. You just need to be who you are and not change yourself. I feel like change can be accomplished if you don't change. Be as kind and compassionate and caring as you can, because that's really all you can do. You can't force someone to be on the same page as you, unfortunately, which really sucks, but you can't change how people are. You can just change how people see things. If you really just believe in something enough, you can make it happen and you can make people see. Obviously there's people who are more stubborn than others that will not see your values and will not see what you're trying to do, and they'll probably put you down, and I'll probably make a whole separate video on this, on how to deal with criticism. There are always going to be people who criticize you for knowing what you want and for doing anything in your power to get it. If you really want something to change and you just want change in the world, it's gonna be not an easy battle. It's gonna be full of people who are just gonna be negative Nellies and trying to put you down, but you have to make sure you just keep on getting up. When I started with YouTube in 8th grade, there were people who really didn't like the fact that I was doing something against the norm. There are a lot of people who make YouTube videos, but at my school, I was one of the first to actually be public with it and to, like, you know, proudly be like, yeah, I make videos on the internet about makeup. I did get a lot of hate. That was kind of a given. Like, I kind of knew it was gonna be there. There was gonna be people who don't like what I'm doing, but I didn't expect it to be so brutal. Once I got to high school, people would openly talk about me and make jokes about me, and like, it really bothered me for a long time. Like, some girl thought it would be really funny to write, you know, "Hello Katy, the YouTube bitch," in the school bathroom. Luckily, I had really good friends that looked out for me, but it was really hard to, like, face the criticism of doing something against the norm and something different. It's really hard to be different in this day and age because you feel like, you know, being the same and being no different than anyone else is just the safe option. I say this all the time, like, breaking the mold is the hardest thing we have to deal with as teenagers in this society, in this generation. I'm making it my goal with my new advice series that I'm going to be doing, maybe if I keep up with this. I'm very indecisive about my video ideas. I really hope that you guys will, you know, try your best to be different alongside me, to go on this journey with me and be different and make a change with me, because there's so many things that we can do as a young generation. I'm only 17. I have so much of my life to live, hopefully, if, you know, God doesn't take that away from me, but I have so much to do with my life, and I want you guys to know that you guys do too. You have so many choices. You don't have to just do the popular thing and go to this certain college and do this certain degree. You can do whatever you want. And there's always going to be people in the way that say we can't, and say we can't make a difference and we can't make a change, but really, if we listen to them, that is our first mistake. We can change people's perception on things if we really try. I'm not saying, like, this is the guaranteed way on how to make a change, but really the next step is just being able to deal with criticism. Never stop, because the minute that you give up, like, that is just the crushing, deafening point of no return. You can't give up. You need to just know that what you're doing will impact at least one person, and if it does, if it impacts just one human life, that is a success. If I can say something on the internet or to a friend or to my younger sister that changes her mind about something, that changes the way something is run or that is executed, that is a success. That means that I have succeeded in my goal of making a difference in this world, because it is so easy to feel like you are insignificant and your one single life doesn't mean anything. That, oh, if I wasn't here tomorrow, it wouldn't matter. But it does matter, because you matter. So much of our lives is wasted by us just thinking that we don't have the power to do anything, and we are powerless, and we are susceptible to what society has in line for us, and we don't have to go out of our ways to do anything spectacular. But we can. We have the power, you and I, to make a change in this world, and I just want you to see that. And that's the reasoning for why I'm even on the internet. I am making these beauty videos not to get money, not to get the whole satisfaction of having commenters and people like following me and liking me and all that stuff. That is not what I'm after. I am after making a difference in your life. You, the person that's watching this video right now. I want to make sure that you know that you have this full life to live and you have so many possibilities. If I die just knowing that I made one person think that way, I want you guys to have that mentality too. So yeah. That is my spiel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I honestly love doing these videos so much because I feel like it's very organic and candid and I can say whatever comes to my brain. So if there's anything you take out of this long, ranty, rambly video, you have the power to make a change in this world as long as you have the mentality that you have to start small and you can't give up when there's certain people who are blocking you and who don't like what you're doing. You just can't give up. You need to be kind. You need to be compassionate. You need to believe in yourself and other people. As long as you just tell someone, hey, I believe in you, that is a start. People oftentimes give up because they feel like they're alone. But if you make someone feel like they have someone to look up to and look to for advice and things like that, that is where the making the change comes in, because you are essentially making a change, even if it's just one person's life. That's it. So talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye!